Well, good morning. This is Laura at Happy Florence Bees, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to do an alcohol wash to take a mite sample. So I have a quart-size largemouth mason jar, and I made a basket out of number 8 hardware cloth that I rolled, and then I have just 18 gauge clips holding it closed, and it's folded at the bottom. I made cuts into the wire and folded it closed, kind of like a really big hair roller queen cage, except it fits in my mason jar. I also have a funnel that'll help get the bees into it, and a 1/2 cup measuring cup for my 300 bee sample. I'm going to take out my tub that I use to collect the bees, and I just have basic 50% isopropyl alcohol that I'm going to use, and you can water it down if you want to, but it's going to kill the bees no matter what the strength is, so I just use it straight out of the bottle, and I do reuse it at least a couple of times to save money. So we're going to get started today. So I have a frame of mixed brood here. Some of it is capped, some of it is open, and some of it is newly emerged bees. Now this is a medium frame, and sometimes a medium frame just doesn't have quite enough bees, so I'm going to wrap it into my tub and see if it looks like my sample is big enough. Now I've double checked to make sure my queen is not on this frame, and she's not, so I feel safe to proceed, but I'm going to check one more time after I do my wrap. Sharp wrap. And I can tell there's not really enough bees. So I'm going to let the foragers that were in this sample fly, and I'm going to go collect another frame. So I have another frame, and this one is mostly open brood, which means I have lots and lots of nurse bees here. So I'm going to use that as my sample as well. Again, I need to make sure my queen is not on this frame, so check very carefully. No queen. Alright, I'm going to go put this frame back, and that'll let the foragers have some time to fly, and it'll also help me identify, triple check that my queen is not in my bucket of bees. This is where it really helps to have a marked queen, because it makes it so much easier to find her. But I'm confident that she was not in my sample, because I checked very carefully. Alright, so I have my jar of alcohol ready with my funnel in the top, lid nearby, and my 1/2 cup scoop. Half cup of bees is about 300 bees. Need to be levelly full. Get them all down in there. Put the lid on. Give them a swirl to get them started. And then I'm going to let them soak while I go put the rest of these bees back in the hive. My sample has been sitting for about a minute while I went to go put the bees back in and check a couple more frames. And now I'm going to start to swoosh. I'm going to do this for about 30 seconds or so. Dislodge the mites. want to be exact, you could set a timer, but I'm just going to kind of estimate. Well, that's definitely 30 seconds, so I'm going to stop there. And then I'm going to give my basket a good jostle so I can flush off any remaining mites that might be in my sample. And then pull the basket out. Oh, I had a bee escape that one. And then you just look through the bottom and kind of count your mites. And I dump all the dead bees off into the grass. So I poured most of my alcohol back into my jar so I could use it again later, and that also makes it easier for me to look down into the bottom of the jar to count my mites. And looks like 5. A little higher than I would like it for this time of year, but it might give me some time to make it through till fall for an oxalic acid treatment. Thanks!